Muva Iya Chi, and I'm back with another tool for y'all toolkits. This is a very exciting time. Hey everybody! You know, happy holidays. You know, it's all beginning. It's all here. We've been talking about this these upcoming transits, this energy, how it's really popping. You already know it's been a very busy time for us behind the scenes, and we love it because instead of it being like work, we just get this opportunity to be really immersed in our magic, as you all have been as well. So welcome. Make sure you let me know you here in the chat. What up, y'all? What up? You know, I want y'all to light up the chat with the hearts because I love the love, but I also want to see all the black dots for the new moon, and I want to see a bunch of money bags, money with wings, because this type of energy is taking your wealth and everything about prosperity to a whole nother dimension. I'm going to share with you some of the things that you've been prepared for just behind the scenes. You weren't really hip to it, but it's happening. So the title of this video, this black on black, I love it. Okay, you know, for those of you who don't really understand the whole Black Friday situation, I'm gonna tell you, okay, from a financial point of view, those of you who have been in trading, you know what it is, right? The goal of putting your money into any type of system is for it to multiply, for it to expand, for your money to work for your money. Okay? And in that essence, that Black Friday is where you are putting all of your energy into how you can make your money work for you. How can you make your energy, your resources, your currency work for you to continue to have an abundance of it. Okay? Oh, I forgot. I wanted to, something's telling me to make sure that I have my most dearest wrench. Where you at? Who you at? So give us a minute. Oh, I see that y'all on top of it. What up? So all of my wrenches, and shouts out to everybody who's in the Discord. If you're in Discord, you're slithering, drop some snakes in the chat. Drop some snakes in the chat. Hey. Alright, if I see Baba in the chat, I'm gonna have to make him a wrench. Let me see. I'm gonna make you a wrench. Yep, there you go. Managing. Alright. Moonchild, you're a wrench. Welcome everyone. Y'all know I'm gonna have to shout y'all out. Just give me, you know, be a little patient. Yeah, I'm gonna do a lot of talking to you all. We're gonna talk about this energy and some other things. I didn't even put it in the title. I might have to even change the title because y'all know when we start to get into a flow, we channeling. I'm just gonna have to change the title to that. All right, Arika, I'm gonna make you a wrench because you don't miss. Okay. See, I gotta make sure my my Naga initiates, they very sharp and they instincts are on a different level. They know why. So Legacy, I got you in there. You're all ready. Notice I had to put, you know, my Naga, I don't want to call, I'll call y'all initiates. You know what I'm saying? My Nagas. to light them up with the wrench. All right, so y'all already know what season we in, right? We're in that Sagittarius season, and energy is that time when you all are immersed in this whole thing about spirituality and checking out philosophy and learning a sense of self, seeking the truth. The Sagittarius energy is always wanting to expand, right? It is governed by Jupiter. All right, that whole constellation is governed by the planet Jupiter. Jupiter is Guru. That is the energy that expands things. It's expansive. Yes, we can talk about it being good luck, but most importantly, we want us to understand that, think of it, right? When you get into the energy and under the tutelage of a guru or a teacher, which represents a guru, or you're working with a deity that is going to pass on information to you, right? The most important aspect of it is that it's going to expand your knowledge. It's going to expand your sense of self. It's going to expand your confidence, because now you have more tools. You have more needs. Pardon me. You have more ways of meeting your needs. Okay? When you are working with an energetic like that, you feel more empowered. You feel like you can tap into things more quickly. If you have a greater reach, then things come to you more quickly. Okay? Now, we want to make sure that while we're in this energy, okay, that this energy expands on the good things that you are focused on. And we already know that the energetic of a new moon provides us for this dark space. Remember, I shared with you all that it's better to start from a place of absolute darkness when it comes to building something, because you have access to the infinite possibilities. It's the one space where you're not limited. You're not in the limited notion or consciousness of separation, duality. You have access to everything. And so you're able to really create all that you truly desire. All right? Everybody who's been in the Discord, like your visuals and the homeworks that you have been doing, and everyone who has been binge watching has come across these sounds that expand the amount of energy that can move through your bodies, right? You are getting access to visuals, the pictures that continue to go into your visuals, imprinting on your subconscious mind. So these are the things that you start to draw towards yourself. Now, when we have this this double new moon, we have double the energy. It's like you have, it's like the creation of a true black hole, where you can cross over into another dimension. Like, forget just this one galaxy, this one universe, right? You have double access to your creation. For those of you who also are still thinking of things that you need to cut off at that time, and you want to do it in a space where it's very, very private, you have double the cloaking, right? For those of you who are learning to practice just focusing on the bindu of any yantra, for that matter. The Sri yantra is the mother of all yantras. However, any yantra, when you have access or you're moving through this point, now you're having that double black, and that double black tells you you have access to now an expansion of your desires beyond what you are even imagining. Imagine here, like, the most beautiful places. You can go online, you can look up the most beautiful places on earth. But with this energy and with you tapping in, you can now start to visualize manifesting things for you that are the most beautiful places in the multiverse, and have the energy following you all the way back to Earth. If you've been doing this work, you start to get in contact with extraterrestrials who will bestow certain information on you, and people around you might not understand how real that is. They might want to clown and think it's a game. But how do you all think that geniuses manage to come forth with new levels of technology or build things that don't exist on this planet without going to other dimensions to pull it forward? Everybody likes to talk about Dubai, right? And Dubai is amazing. It's like, it looks like a microchip. It has like the most amazing things. But culturally, they are consistently, especially those who are in leadership, they are consistently going out into the multiverse and seeing what true wealth really can look like, and bringing those ideas supported by those entities and building them here. You think about India and some of the structures that are there now, right? The time where those entities were more present here, and people were more in a practice of communicating with them, so they were able to literally pull things from the heavens onto Earth. So when I'm talking to you about this black on black, the other piece of that is that during the full moon, right, where it was like, oh, the full moon is popping, it's Taurus, it's material wealth, right? It linked up with Uranus and Algol. If you go back in my playlist, I'll talk about this demon wealth star. Now, when people hear demon, it's like, oh my gosh, it's run, bring your Florida water, spray them down, burn some Palo Santo, smudge them down with the sage, right? But we all know that even the term demon and its and the shadow that's been cast over it doesn't acknowledge the genius behind that level of entity and its natural desire to want to help human beings. What people don't really talk about is that a lot of those demons, some of them are fallen angels only because those angels have made a choice to go against what they were programmed to do, to bring information to human beings against their creator. And so they fell from chilling up in the heavens, but only to help us. Now, what we've done with some of this information absolutely sucks, because we are still operating lower than what we're capable of. But the level of peace that you start to feel when you are really starting to live into these spiritual gifts and working more closely with these entities that are sharing and downloading this sacred information into your consciousness, you're relaxed, you have greater ideas, you have more unlimited creativity. You give yourself more credit for the work that you do. You have more confidence. You're more attractive. You're more magnetic. And individuals like you are more what humanity is supposed to look like, because when you're happy and you're feeling confident and your money's up, then you're going to treat other people with more kindness. You're going to bring more light and joy into other spaces. But people want to associate that particular light and joy and that prosperity with just light folks, right? And y'all know I call y'all my light beams, because over here I'm wanting to really embrace my light beams, because some of them just don't know any better, that there has to be an incorporation of all of it. Okay? There's a great deal of effort and will that goes into cultivating yourselves in the darkness. But enough about that. Y'all are stars, right? Y'all are luminous beings. So, what I also want to add to this is that when that meeting occurred, that Uranus that like switches things up, pulls the rug from underneath your feet and says, this is how it's going to be. Bam, it's explosive. But you also have this wealth star, Algol, there that gets that cling. Now, yes, it can cause war. We see that. But it also can provide you with a surprising amount of wealth beyond what you could imagine. It's like when you get that lottery, that winning lottery ticket, and you were like really relaxed about it. Like, this is, I'm just feeling the vibe. I'm gonna go get this. I'm gonna play this lottery. And it hits though. Like, it really hits. That's the type of energy that's available to you. So I want you to be prepared to be in that, because the energy is going to be that high. And let's talk about some of that preparation. I was going to say preparedness, but that's not a word. It's preparation. Okay? I washed my hands pretty well. I probably would really have to put my fingernails all the way in the camera for you to see, right? Because this brings me into, you know, what these hands have been doing and how things are prepared behind the scenes. There's a lot of hands-on work. There's a lot of hands-on rituals that occur in order for the products that will be available to you as you prepare yourselves to really live in a particular vibration of prosperity, of progress, of upliftment and elevation. Okay? These are not the kinds of products that go through machinery, bloop, 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 and they just package and have a pretty label on them. These are real pieces of art and spirit placed into a container and delivered to you with utmost love, care, and power. Why is that important? Because when you are doing this work, you want to make sure that you have a consistent practice of having the best of the best put on your body, put in your body, utilized for your rituals, used for your homes, okay? Placed on your bodies. Like, everything is very intentional. Everything is very intentional. All right? I told y'all I was working on some things in the background. Some of y'all love talking about Mother's Flow Wash. Not only do I have a flow wash for banishing, so that while you're working with multiple deities, in between you can totally clear your house. It provides you with a ritual that you can do to clear your space if you find that the energy is too heavy. Okay? You can't always set up... Listen, I know how much energy it takes because I do these rituals. Right? Sometimes it's the environment. You might have carpet. You know, you don't have the kind of flooring that's necessary, and it becomes a big mess. But you can't always set up a double circle and have things lit up for a certain number of days in order to clear things out. So we do these rituals, consistently are doing rituals, right? So that the products themselves will carry that same energy into your homes. They're going to be activated immediately because you're doing work that we've already been guided to give you. Those spirits recognize what's up. This energy travels very well. The love spells, the body washes, when they go up, I know they're going to sell out. I know they're going to sell out. Because the thing is, these products are for the in-between, right? You're not getting these products so that you can just consume them one time and be like, okay, yeah, I did that, yay. No, this is a lifestyle. It's a lifestyle. If you eat well, you don't eat well one day, you eat well every day, right? If you wear nice perfume, you don't wear nice perfume on special occasions. You wear nice perfume every day. People know that you smell amazing because you live a lifestyle of luxury, right? As a spiritual practitioner, in your own right, you need to keep yourself regularly cleaned, regularly upgraded, continuously. Imagine the rights that you're given as a non-initiated person and how much power you gain from them. What our products do when they come to you from all initiated hands and heads working on these products. So when it comes to cleansing, you're taken care of. And you need to be cleansing on a regular basis. So when you find a body wash that you're really in love with, like, you want to make sure you save that joint. Make sure you join the newsletter. Make sure you save it in your web browser so that you can reorder it. When you find a body wash that you really love, like the Love Spell joint that's coming out, you're like, dang, when I go out, like, that joint is going to be drawing all the attention that I need. Make sure you put that in your shopping cart, okay? When you get that money body scrub and wash and you're like, yo, my money is hitting like crazy, you know what to do, okay? When you receive your floor washes and you're like, this gets my space like top notch, like I feel zen, like immediately. Everything is just chill now. Make sure you have that on reorder, okay? Y'all go out into the world, and y'all come back, you know, I'm telling y'all, cleanliness is next to godliness. You gotta keep yourself fresh in every which way. All right. I got an Inanna body wash. That joint is fire. So all the gate walkers watching and all those who are in training, they already know. When it comes to intoxication, she's the mother. She's the mother of all the intoxication. Okay? When it comes to that bread, I got some other things up my sleeve. All the way up in the, you know what I mean? So it's gonna be dropping. We also have the school store that is coming together, and you want to save that. So the House of Chi Wellness, mind y'all, we got a fake. There's a fake out there. They're shut down now, so I won't let y'all might look it up, but they don't exist any longer. I just found out about that today. Y'all, they're fake. We don't. It's good though. It's a flattering moment, but it is annoying. But hocwellness.com, the link in the description below, is for all of your bliss gifts, right? And the Occult College school store, the link for the shop is there as well. Now they're going to be updated. And you never know when they're going to be updated with what's going to be on sale for the Black Friday and the new moon. Like, you never know. when it's going to be up and what's going to be available. So I want you all to go to those websites now, click, save them in your browser. Okay? Yes. On the HOC Wellness, at the HOC Wellness shop, I do have fragrances that are just for the men, because I do provide some special attraction and confidence carrying ouds for you guys. Okay, especially because the guys, they need some magic too. Okay, they need some magic too. Let's see, how do I utilize this time for galactic work? I go to planets and have meetings, but that's something that I can do. Okay, like I think T was talking to y'all about going into the astrals and doing work and pulling out. Like we have some good stories to share about doing stuff like that. Some wild stories. And we're gonna start sharing some of our more personal stories that will blow y'all mind. It's gonna be very entertaining, because I know y'all have questions and would love to just be inspired by knowing like what it kind of looks like behind the scenes. But what he told y'all, like, it might seem, for the people who are rather new, it might seem like, really? Like, that sounds kind of fantastical. But you have to understand that we're not the only ones that live like this. Like, the elite occultists, the shaman, they really live in such a way where we have lives that are going on and we're able to tap into those other spaces, get things done, and experience the trickle-down effect of them in this life. Like, I'm always taken care of. And I set that intention from way back when I went to talk with these particular planets and entities and put in that work. Okay? Like for the holidays, like even a funny like personal story. Like if I say to, if T tells me, hey, you know what I want for Christmas? I'm like, okay, what you want? He'll tell me and he'll be like, I'm sending you the money right now. That kind of experience is like, you have to recognize when you have those kind of relationships in your life that you want for nothing, and even when you're giving to someone, they're not asking you for anything. That's that infinite wealth, right? We have a very funny and entertaining whole like back reel of life. You know, of course y'all not gonna know everything, okay? He's a Pisces, y'all. He's a Pisces. But that's what it is. So you ask me what I do at this time, I'm in and out. I'm in and out. Another thing for you all is learning how to really ground. You know, you go out into the other realms and you consider yourself like a psychonaut, right? But what does an astronaut have? They got some boots. They got their astro boots on so that they can be really far out there and they know how to come back. Because being able to be out there and come back is really is really the art of doing this kind of work. And y'all have tools. If you ask me, you are already doing galactic work. You working, y'all see this, Triantra? This is not a joke. This right here is not a joke. This is taking you to places. And I know y'all realize that. This Sri Yantra is the fact that you've been working with the Sri Yantra during this time. Like, it's not a mistake. Y'all are so set up for an amazing lifetime ahead. And for those of you who are young enough, even better. Because the next 2 decades is going to be so lit. Are you kidding me? Like, think about your mindset right now. Most of your peers can't stop flipping through their phones. They don't have the mental capacity to level up with the genius of an Elon Musk. Y'all do. Y'all do, and y'all surpass him. The more that you're sitting down and you're able to really witness yourself and practice the art of being present in the moment, you're like 100 steps ahead of everybody around you. You feel me? 100 steps ahead of them. Forget 10 steps ahead. 100. Okay? There's so many secrets being revealed to you, not just because you received some mantras and you sat down one time. It doesn't happen just the first time. But for those of you who are starting to really see certain secrets that y'all are sharing in here, like, I see y'all sharing certain stuff. People may see and they'll be like, oh yeah, they're a bunch of cray-crays, they're out there. And so that's why I don't care. Because those who don't believe, it doesn't matter. They'll never have the experience. But you'll be showing it through what you are able to manifest and pull forward in your lives. Right? So did I answer your question, Legacy? My hand smells so good. That's the other perk of making things for you all by hand. Instead of cutting blunts with my my thumbnail, I'm cutting roses. Yeah, I'm looking at the chat. Thank you, Ashley. Thank you. So yeah, so these body washes, every time you take a bath, like, think about the things that people take for granted. They brush their teeth. They're not thinking about what it means for them. They jump in the shower. They're wanting to get rid of whatever bodily dirt, get ready, head out, and go to work. But when you step into your shower, you have a bunch of things happening. One, what is it when you're crossing through any opening in your house? You already at the precipice of magic. You're going through a crossroads that exists within your house. That in itself, and you feel that. I know y'all feel that because I can feel the energy now flowing through my arms and my legs. As you're walking through into your shower, your mind needs to be set to what it is that you're opening up into for your day. And if it's your shower before you go to bed, what is it that you're opening up for when you go to bed and you're about to travel? It's already a ritual. So now the materials you're using while you're in the midst of that, right? Because you're crossing over into another dimension. When you're in the shower, it's you and you're in there. And I'll give y'all a little gem. Every now and then, especially on a double new moon, turn the lights out in the bathroom and take your shower in complete darkness. You're literally walking through this crossroads into space. You have the element of water right? And your body washes of whatever desire you prefer. And you go in there and you truly focus. You don't understand the vibration of water running already puts you into the same energy. When you're really chanting and you're going om, 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 and of course it's not you chant. Y'all already know how I give it up for chanting, so I don't have to prove anything, right? All right. And you're focusing. You know that moment where you're ready to go and you hear that. That's the sound of being in tune with all of existence. When that radio goes, it's letting you know right now all the channels are open at the same time. That is the representation of Om. All the channels are open. You in the shower, all the channels are open. During your bath time, especially in the shower, because we don't always sit and take baths. I get it. When you're in the shower, you immediately put yourself into a ritual, and that's why having your baths on deck, your scrubs on deck, is important. Especially with these scrubs, you have the physical feeling of rubbing this thing into life. You have the physical feeling of shedding this dead skin. Okay? That ringing is you traveling into another dimension. Most people get the ringing in their ears like when they're on an airplane because now the pressure changes in the room. People think that this is a joke. The pressure literally changes in your space when you are traveling now into that realm with the deity where they really exist. That's why you get the ringing in your ears. Some of y'all, you're not even chanting and you're walking around and suddenly your ears start ringing. That lets you know, oh, your body is starting to connect with that entity again. So then right when you hear that, pay attention to what happens afterwards. You got to keep your ears open, your eyes open, your nose open. Because these are subtleties that you pick up. And you get more refined. Yo, and Moonchild, you're a Naga initiate. Your senses are off the chain. Legacy Sigma, you're a Naga initiate. Your senses are off the chain. Like what, you can smell danger 100 yards away. You know what I'm saying? You can smell a bankroll 3 days away. You understand? That makes sense? I know y'all experiencing these things. I know I'm not just making things up. Some of y'all get the ringing, right? Or the eye twitching because someone is calling your name. But that's basic. That's that hoodoo basic, right? Not that it doesn't have any value, because shouts out to the ancestors that learn how to carry forth some magic of working with nature, right? But that's basic. A lot of y'all are rising your vibration to the point where you can hear your name being called. And that person might accidentally call you. Or you get the notion to just reach out or text somebody. And they go, oh my gosh, I was just thinking about you. It's more direct. You know what I'm saying? Somebody accidentally sends you a text message talking about you. You're like, okay. Then, oh, wrong person. I bet. I bet. And so these things are ritual. Okay? When you have all of your regular day activities turned into rituals. You no longer have to do so much to get ready for doing something even bigger. You know what I'm saying? Because your daily rituals really empower your personal guides, your personal higher self, your personal protective spirits, your personal, like the ancestors that really got some grit and some power behind them, because you're always acknowledging that you're not just here, but you are spiritually very present. Okay? You know, one day if I pass through and I make a home visit, I need to walk in and go, oh, okay, this energy is popping over here. For those of you who have ever come to any of my homes, you have definitely felt the presence. Okay? The presence. The presence. Let me see if I wanted to share with y'all anything else. Okay. We good. We good. Getting your malas from us is important. It's the same thing. All right? Just understand, these materials, they might be hanging in a bunch of stores. There's a lot of stuff going on. I've seen a lot of things going on. I've seen so-called religious stores at the same time selling crack vials and containers and baggies for the drug dealers. So when you are ordering particular things that are online and you have never physically been there, you don't know what the energy is like, don't assume that because they have your spiritual item that they're not doing other things behind the scenes that do not align with what you're doing. That's why we say, all right, here's the things that you need, hit us up. And the school store is being set up. The school store is going to have your items that you need so that you can practice. Okay? You can practice and they're already pre-programmed and they're ready to receive your personal imprint. Okay? For this Sri Yantra necklaces, I said if you're interested in those, let me know because they are expensive as far as an item and energy that goes into it. Okay? And I want to make sure that there's a real desire for me to put that much energy into charging them again for you all. So you gotta text me 202-810-1876. Can somebody put my number in the chat? 202-810-1876. Y'all got it? So here's y'all want to save this joint. Give me just a second. I'm gonna put a link here for y'all. You want to save this link for the school store. Save it on your browser as the school store. Okay? This is the school store. And then for my folks who want to get your bliss gifts, okay? That's my personal store, the HOCwellness.com. Okay? So y'all already know the folks who are behind making these things available to you. Alright? Just save them in your browsers. Save them in your browsers. and where you can be a part of the newsletter, go ahead, because you'll be able to get personal discounts or know when something hits the store before everybody else knows. Okay. For the floor wash using to clean surfaces, you can, but you want to like check a little spot to make sure that it doesn't stain. But you can, absolutely. Yep. You can wipe down your desk, wipe down your altars. Like you changing your altar out, you about to put a whole nother energy there. Wipe down your drink with that. But make sure you wash your hands, because you cannot eat the floor wash. Okay? Definitely, yeah, water does speak. Water does hold on to your intentions. And I want y'all, here's what I want y'all to really, this is my fairy side of me, okay? As a fairy, I'm very powerful, and when it comes to nature and the elements, it's important, okay? You want to talk to each of the elements on a regular basis. Like y'all are talking to your money trees now, okay? Some folks, I wasn't there to see it, but some folks were like, what if something about the money tree or whatever is not feeling whatever you're doing? It's a fact, not all trees bang with everyone. They're actually not always the kindest beings. However, okay, when you are taking care of a tree like an evergreen, right? You got your pines, you got your spruce, you got your cedar, right? And then the money tree, of course, is used to these particular practices. They are going to be inclined to work with you because you're providing it a very luxurious experience. All right? But the same way, like when you out in nature and you see trees, some of y'all like are tree huggers, and not every tree wants to be hugged. So if you are a tree hugger and you really want to know more about how these trees operate, take some shrooms. Go back to those places where you hugging all these trees and see like how they really feel. Ask them before you hug them. Ask them, may I hug you? They will answer you. Okay? Yes, one of my fairies is in the chat. Sprinkles wicked fairy dust. Okay? Speaking of which, nah, it's too soon. It's too soon. It's too soon. I got something. I'm not just going to give it all away. I just don't do that. I'm a lady. Okay? But I got something for y'all. Keep that fairy dust in your mind. And no, I did not just breathe in heavily for any other reasons. Oh, look at that. That's cool. Look at that. That's Jupiter. Did y'all see that just now? That was kind of magical, wasn't it? I just changed my whole eyeliner in a split second. Did y'all see? That's called shape-shifting. Like, I went from just chilling to Egyptian eye. Well, that wasn't on purpose, but I like it. The wind. Speak to the wind. Okay? Speak to the wind. The wind will you can talk to the wind. Talk to the wind. Train the wind not to carry your secrets elsewhere, or else those who work with the wind can pick up on what you're talking about. I'm just saying. Talk to the water. Tell the water how you appreciate it. Go bring gifts to sources of water that's not going to pollute it. Sometimes you might be having issues with water in your home. Go appreciate the water. Tell the water what's going on. Like, look, I keep having flooding in my house. I want to talk to the water spirits. I really appreciate y'all. I appreciate the sign of abundance, but I also need more structure with how the water's flowing in my house. I need more structure with the currency. You're talking to, like, talk to the water. They're telling me some of y'all are having issues with the fluctuation of funds in your home, which is why you having this flooding issue, right? That you don't really have enough structure around how money flows in your lives. And so you need to create more structure, like piping, okay? So what are the original pipes made out of, right? That last forever, that are very valuable? Copper pipes, right? So work with a piece of copper, right? Set your intention and bring it to a source of flowing water, and let that flowing water know your intention is to create more structure around the way currency flows in your home. Okay? And you will see that the ideas, the technology that you need is going to help you get that under control. People are going to show up to assist you. I know this person is plumber that is really skilled in this. They got you. Okay? Just things will work out for you. And the fairies get things done very quickly. My fairies will tell you that if they ask for something, you say you're going to give it to them, and they keep their promises. All right? Same with fire. Some of y'all cook, all right? And you give things for the food, but you don't give things for the fire. You got to keep that in mind. Okay? So every day, just these little things. When you wake up in the morning, you know? Breath of life. Grateful. Gratitude. Wealth is a science of optimism. Quote the Dark Lord. Okay? The energy of gratitude for all the elements that you work with, and your own spirit for showing up for you. Make that a practice, and you'll have more confidence every day. I want to thank you for showing up for me in the mirror. Okay? Oh yeah, y'all, I do have a little pocketbook. Not a pocketbook purse, but like a pocket-sized book called The Chosen Life. It's real simple, real easy to follow. Helps you to create some structure around what's out of whack in the main areas of your life. No matter how advanced you are, you can return to that because it puts you back into a system of consistency and being able to be aware of what needs to be adjusted. Okay? Ashe, 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 ashe. I don't have the link for that up. But if you purchase that book on Amazon, I'll see if I can find it on here. The one that I have available through Amazon, let me see, Amazon. Amazing. Then those proceeds go to the Fay Tree Foundation. I'm about to see if I can. Hey, nice. Here it is. Now this is gonna be a long. What you call it? That ain't it. It's a long link. Maybe somebody can shrink it. I'll tell you what to put into Amazon. Put in Chi Vital, The Chosen Life book. And if you already purchased the book, leave a review for me, please. I really would appreciate that. Appreciate y'all. Appreciate y'all. A fairy magic chat. Yeah, you know, I really there's a lot of secrets behind the fairy magic, and I have fairies who have been initiated by me, and they get a lot of stuff. I'm gonna consider it. I'll consider it. I don't know, but I'll consider it. Cause fairy magic it's kind of dangerous. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta be more reliable. You gotta be a reliable person. But that's dope. Yep, giants are in that realm. They think that fairies are just small. All right. I definitely, if you did not check it out on the Occult Kollege channel, I did a video talking about the fairy magic, which is pretty in depth for what has been shared before. A house of chi chat, because of some of the work you have provided, would be ideal, including the spiritual court practice for 21 days. All right, you know. I also do have a Patreon with meditations that go along with some of this work as well. So y'all know y'all not gonna run out of information. Okay? Let me look at this question. Since demons are just a title and it is a fact that some demons were angels that rebelled, where does the precaution with working with some demons come from? You know why there's a precaution? Because they're intelligent. They're very intelligent, especially when it comes to the mind. You're going to have precautions for working with entities that already know more than you could possibly know. Okay? And because human beings have a tendency to go after certain things driven by a certain desire so strongly that it can be picked up by the intelligent being, it's like you have to master your poker face in a spiritual way. And that's where you're cautious. Also cautious of your own, like in the Sufism tradition, we call them nafs. You know, your own particular, like, mundane desires. And the more power that they tap you into, you have a tendency to become more greedy about those things. You have a tendency to think, oh, I've become so powerful that nothing in the world could ever chop me down. Right? As if someone can't cut off your arm ever. And, you know, if that's the case, that your arm is going to regrow itself. Like, but people lose their minds. You know what I'm saying? They go overboard. Exactly. They can use your own ego against you if you don't really understand your own self. So that's why it's like, be careful. Not be careful, be scared. Be careful, meaning be more aware of yourself. Because there are some that are absolutely evil and dirty, okay, and they don't care. They don't care, like, at all. You might have something that you need to take care of that is all the way like, I don't give one whatever. But that same energy that you work with, like, you might not, it's not the bag you want to be open up all the time. But once you open it, what if it's like, I'm ready for some more. I'm trying to eat what's good. And you're like, I'm not that mad at anyone else. Like, I've already taken care of the one situation and I don't have anything else for you. Have you gone through the proper guidance to know how to end that contract? You know? So, you know, that's what it is. One last thing, just with this lineup, y'all, we're in a good place. We're in a good place. Y'all have received so much already. When it comes to prosperity, y'all have received so many gems, so many pieces of wisdom and sound bites that are really gonna just expand your minds. Just know that these stars, these planets, they're supporting your work. And when it comes to, you know, this intelligent wealth star that's also related to Rahu, right? Venus as well. These are very powerful energies that are more interested in the intelligent human being that is open to wealth. Not the highly so-called, right, spiritual human being who shuns this earthly life. Because they know that the secret to life, like the thing that all those so-called very pious entities, the whole Brahmins, and no disrespect to us, because I'm of that of that lineage, right? But they know that they have the power to get that power, that source energy of creating as well. And again, they did that in order to make sure that everybody gets some. And so you want to recognize that if there's an energy that is wanting you to enjoy life, wanting you to get further and ahead, like a leg up on goodness in your world, you want to acknowledge that energy. Kubera is like that. Because Lakshmi, like, we all love Lakshmi, but she is really far up there, and she really does not come down into your space unless she absolutely sees, after checking you out multiple times, if she really wants to be in your space, and that you have to be keeping up a certain kind of energy in order for her to stay around. But she rocks with Kubera. And Kubera is more inclined to bring you the kind of wealth that you're looking for quickly. See what I'm saying? So high up, they rock with each other. But when it comes to dealing with the human beings, you got Kubera. When it comes to these planets, right? Saturn's going to slow things down and put you through it to see if you really want it. But he rocks with Venus because Venus is the ultimate diplomat. Venus is the ultimate of ultimate, like, sweet talkers, which makes us absolutely dangerous as a warrior. But she's also the mother of those demons as well. ensuring that they have knowledge that they need in order to be proficient in their magic on Earth. There's so much. You know what I'm saying? There's so much there. But anyway, I talk too much. And only to you all because I'm usually very quiet. Alright. So last thing, remind y'all, make sure to save those websites in your links, in your browsers. Make sure you check out my book on Amazon to support the Fae Tree Foundation, which is there to help support creatives who have to live a life that's different than everybody else. They're just sensitive, you know, and so they need proper support to live their lives in the best way possible. Meditation. Y'all was asking for a meditation. While we're in the new moon energy, Sunday night or Monday night, put it in the chat. Sunday or Monday. 1 for Sunday, 2 for Monday. Let's do a quick vote. The double black new moon. We're either going to do a back-to-back joint or we're going to do it together. Me and T. I see a lot of ones in the chat. Alright. Alright. So if it's going to be Sunday, see, look at the initiates. They like, Monday is a moon day. It'll be late. It'll be late. Okay. If it's on the Sunday, it's gonna be late. If it's on the Monday, it's gonna be late, but still a little earlier. We'll let y'all know what time. So either way. Either way. Alright. So y'all stay tuned for that. And make sure your spaces are prepared. Okay? Much love to you all. Much love. Alright, if y'all have any other questions, just drop them in the comments below this video. And when you have already saved those links or you purchased the book, put that in the comment section. You never know when it might come in handy. Your name might be entered into a raffle. You might get something, and just, you never know. So if you have any other questions, place it in the comments below. Shouts out to all my wrenches. Thank you for keeping this place clean from all the weirdos and the madness. And you all continue to be confident and beautiful. I will see y'all on the other side. Peace, love, and bliss.